This is the Fair Weather Fan channel, and I'm your boy EC22. Y'all check out. Y'all see I'm doing some merchandise. Can you see that? Ain't nothing for sale right now. I just want to try a couple things. You see, I got the EC22 sweater on. I got my branding hat on. Just doing a little branding, y'all. A little fun out there. But anyway, y'all, if you haven't heard already, man, Aaron Rodgers has made up his mind finally that he's going to stay in Green Bay. The reports out there that there's a deal on the table worth 4 years, $200 million for Aaron Rodgers to stay a Packer, with $150 million guaranteed. Wow. Aaron has agreed to not let these negotiations linger. He's going to sign it or get it done sooner rather than later. And if this whole deal, what is reported out there, holds true, he would be now the highest paid NFL football player in NFL history, according to some sources out there. Good job, Aaron Rodgers, man. Played with the same team you started with. I like it for you. All that nonsense with the last couple of years, put it behind you, man. Let's move forward, and let's see, can you get another chip before you bow out gracefully? Russell Wilson, on the other hand, was not so lucky. We thought he would stay a Seahawk for the rest of his career, but the reports on the table that they are willing to trade him or going in negotiations to trade him to the Denver Broncos for a couple of first-round picks and some other stuff. But Russell do have a no-trade clause in his contract, so really, I guess it's up to Russ if he want to stay or leave. You definitely don't want to stay with a team that don't want you. I think it'd be a good deal for Russ to go ahead and just part ways with Seahawks. There's been rumor that this was coming down for the organization to start over. And you know what? Denver haven't had a true solid situation at their quarterback position in a minute. And I think he's more than capable to take over their franchise, to be the franchise quarterback. He'll definitely be better than anything they ever had. And they didn't have such a bad season last couple of seasons. But anyway, I think he'll definitely be a good missing piece of their puzzle to get them. And, getting a chance to play Kansas City twice to see what they're up against, a good chance to see what the Chargers are up against 2 times a year, because they're all in the same division, as well as the Raiders. I think that will make that Denver team stronger with Russell Wilson as their quarterback and as a leader. But Denver protect him. And that's all I have to say about that. Moving on to the Cowboys, and all their nonsense. Man, listen. The Dallas Cowboys just got all this crap going on. They're trying to avoid these luxury taxes by staying on the salary cap. And a couple of things they're doing. Number one, they're trying to restructure Dak's contract, as well as franchise tag Dalton Schultz, their tight end. They're also asking players to take pay cut, like DeMarcus Lawrence, who already said no, and Blake Jarwin, who's currently out recovering from surgery. I guess they haven't gotten any feedback from him. But more than likely, he would probably say no. He'd probably say yeah. I don't know. But DeMarcus definitely said no. And also, there's rumors that they may part ways with Amari Cooper, either via trade or just cut him off completely. They still owe him some money for next season, but if he's not with the team, that won't count against their salary, so they will still be under the salary cap obligation. Anyway, I thought I was done with football, but all this breaking news and juicy stuff that's been going on in the NFL, y'all, I just had to say something about it and get it off my chest. As we talk about basketball, the current season that we're in, can't wait for the NCAA tourney to kick off. Now we're getting into the individual conference championships and tourneys and stuff like that. Then we'll get into the whole NCAA tourney in a few weeks. And we'll definitely cover that. But the NBA, one team in particular, is the Los Angeles Lakers. And I know I'm probably about to make a few folks mad with the rest of my opinions for the rest of this video, but I have to say this. Listen, Russell Westbrook, is a 22-point guy average over his career. Anthony Davis is about 30, 33, 34-point career average. LeBron James is 38-point career average. When they agreed to get Russell Westbrook to their organization, a lot of us, we're just fans or guys who hoop in the gym on the daily. A lot of us figured that wasn't a good idea because it's basketball common sense, right? But for whatever reason, obviously we don't know what we're talking about. They went ahead and signed him anyway. And then once he was officially a Laker, we definitely thought, at least I thought, definitely not a starter. You got a guy that's averaging 38 points for his career. You got another guy that's averaging 34 points for his career. You don't need a 22-point average guy to start with that. That makes absolutely no sense at all to me. Because the question is, one of those three got to come off the bench, okay? You definitely not going to have Anthony Davis come off the bench. And you definitely ain't going to have LeBron come off the bench. So the other option is Russell Westbrook has to come off to the bench. And if you don't agree to come off to the bench, you don't go get him. That was the thought process I had all along. I thought he'd be a great fit for their second unit. But they decided to start him. Now they're blaming all their failures on him. And the disrespect that LA with LA fans is getting ridiculous. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. That's a grown man out there playing. That's his family out there playing. This place where he grew up. And the LA fans, y'all just being bad. This is just dumb. All right? It seems like the media, the mainstream media, is doing all they can to save LA. Any bit of news is good news for LA. They don't want to blame LeBron. They don't want to blame the management team of LA. They want to put it all on Russell Westbrook and say it's his fault. And I'm calling BS on that. Russell Westbrook has always been the player he's always been. Everybody takes a point reduction when they come to play with LeBron. Obviously not Anthony Davis, because LeBron is really pushing the ball his way and forcing him to score when he's out on the floor. And I'm saying forcing because Anthony Davis hasn't been himself lately either since he teamed up with LeBron. But that's another subject, okay? But I don't know what y'all expect Russell Westbrook to do. He's always been that guy. He's never been a guy that's going to get a team to the championship. He's never been that guy to be the savior of an organization. And we never thought he would be the savior of the organization. I know I said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it again. The expectation for Russell Westbrook is totally unfair, in my opinion. When you look at LeBron James, the other day against the Warriors, he scored put a 50-burger up, and it looked real good, and he really showed and put the team on his shoulders and got the win. And he's coming on social media later on and talking about he's basically proud of himself, and I guess as you should be. And the media, every time he do have a good game, here we go. We talk about the greatest of all time talk. I mean, listen. I look at the NBA when it come down to Dr. J, Magic and Bird, LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan. I look at it as the NBA multiverse. All right. If you look at it that way, then yeah, there is a multiverse where LeBron James is the NBA greatest player of all time. But that's not the NBA that's not the multiverse of the NBA I live in. I still live in the NBA multiverse that has Michael Jordan as the greatest NBA basketball player of all time. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, what I'm looking at for LeBron James is consistency in the playoffs. You could put up a 50-burger on a team in the regular season and will your team to victory. We need to see this in the postseason. No excuses. And I get that you had to get LeBron had to fight against some super hard teams, but still, that's just my opinion. I just don't like what they're doing to my boy Russell Westbrook, and it's completely not fair. And it's so, when I talked about the mainstream media earlier, and I really mean that these guys, and I get they have a job to do because you can't live in the past. You have to live in the now. You have to live in the moment. So you have to judge the game based on what you see right now. And some players and some analysts like Chuck and the others and Shaq, they're going to be brutally honest with these players and they give two F's about their feelings. But there are other guys who play into the media propaganda, and they're going to really, really just give the news that's been handed down them to give. They're not going to give their opinion. They're going to give what was told them to give. And that's the thing I don't like. Because at the end of the day, it don't take a rocket science to look and see with our own eyes what's going on in LA. Is if you don't want to say it's the coach, it's definitely not the players. It's got to be the ownership, because there's no way in the world y'all could put this on Westbrook. He shouldn't have been a Laker to begin with. And now he is a Laker. You have to play to his game. You can't make him to play to anybody else's game. That man is just like anybody else. He made a career. He marked his place in the Hall of Fame by playing the way he's playing. And he expected to change that, to play with LeBron, to be something different. He's always been a high turnover guy. You know, he has to get in a rhythm, you know what I'm saying, to make a difference for his team when he was playing. When he was in OKC after Durant left, he was the only guy left. And yeah, they had some seasons where they made the postseason, some they didn't, but he won in league MVP playing the way he's playing right now. Yeah, he averaged 30 points that year, and only so far he's only averaged 18 points this season. But still, he took a lot of shots. Took a lot of good shots, a lot of bad shots, had a lot of turnovers, but yet he still averaged triple doubles. Because they put the ball in his hands to do so. Now he get up there, and now the pressure's on. Now his confidence is getting shadowed, because now he can't do no right with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can run on this all day long, but y'all, that's my 2 cents and I'm out. Thank you for tuning into the Fairweather Fan Podcast on YouTube channel. If you like the content, show your support by liking the video and hitting the subscribe button. And if you want to be a guest of the show, please leave a comment or DM me. Man, we can make it happen. I'm your boy EC22. I'm signing out.